Oh, hello, hello. Long time no see. Happy, what is it? Thursday. That's the one. Wow. Happy 23rd of February. Happy trailer day. Gameplay trailer is out today. Welcome. How are we all doing this fine Thursday? I'm looking forward to this gameplay trailer because I want to know more. So I thought we could watch that. We'll look at fences, we'll chat, and then we'll stop for trailer. You thought it was I'm sorry that you thought it was Friday and it was the end of your week when it just isn't. So let's get into this. Chopping up chicken. Oh, so guys, I have an update. You know, I'm a person of, you know, I always seem to have the same thing to eat, right? So I've been on a tomato and mozzarella kick for like quite a few weeks now. That is my go-to lunch. Well, it was before the old nuggies. But I will alternate between nuggets and mozzarella and tomato for dinner or lunch. And what happens? There is a national UK shortage of tomatoes. I have 4 balls of mozzarella in the fridge. I have the basil sitting there and no tomatoes. I can't for the life of me find tomatoes. This is a national emergency. That's all I'm going to say. No tomatoes. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I need tomatoes. There were when I went to Sainsbury's, they didn't even have like a beef tomato. Like there was not a single tomato. Tin tomato? No, that's not the same. How am I going to find tomatoes? I'm going to have to go onto like, I don't know, the black market or something to get tomatoes. But yeah, so that's my distress. Anyway. So, yeah, it seems to be a whole UK thing of, what was it? And apparently they're saying cost of living crisis, energy bills. They haven't got enough to grow their tomatoes. Costco. Oh, I didn't think of that. Chicken tikka with chips tonight. Oh, it's tasty. Right, let me show you the fence in action. Ta-da! Photo I posted on Instagram was just the plain white one, but we've got this one now. So That's one panel by itself. So we could have it without these if we wanted, because it matches with the other one, seamlessly blends in. Where are we going? Oh, it's because we're on the next floor up. Don't you hate it when it does that? There you go. Fence is hot, right? So I did a couple of like white with the mid and white with this is the off-white, so excuse the not matchingness. But I did the bright white with light wood, and then with mid wood, and then I did black with mid and black with warm. Like it will be a completely different vibe, you know? So it's like the black with mid. And then I did all of the colours that are in the windows, that whole entire like palette of colours. And then we also have wood tones, because maybe not so much this one, but this plain one I can very much see you maybe doing around the top of the stairs. So I did the wood tones because they're the same wood tones that are in the interior doors. So yeah, you can be matching to your heart's content. And seamless, it all goes along, joins perfectly. Well, if we put it in the same color it would. There you go. Ta-da! Jeffersonian built. Yes, we are loving this one. And then of course you can just have your like your regular fence, so you don't always have to have the accent in, you can just do it without. But yeah, and our railings as well, totally missed the railings. So basically you have to use increments of 2 for the foundation. So you can't just go up 1 notch on the foundation, you have to go up 2 notches, and then you can put this. Then you have to go up another 2 notches. Because every 2 notches is half a tile. So that's what we've done, half a tile. So it all perfectly aligns and stuff. So yeah, that railing was, oh yeah, I haven't streamed since I last streamed. What was I doing? Being frustrated by the railings. So it turns out you turn everything 45 degrees and then you just bring this top railing, actually needs to go lower. Does it work on interior? Yeah, it'll work on interior stairs as well. What you have to do though for these is you have to nudge it up. So you have to use the 9 key. So you're gonna have to use move objects, but they'll go up. I think it's like 5 steps and it does it. Let me redo it. Where are we? Where's the 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 and it gets it there. It looks like there's a split, but there isn't when you place it down. Yeah, so you'll be able to do like a full stairs with this, and you'll be able to do one side of your stairs. I've left these having a proper footprint so you can see like, so I think some of these you might need to use move objects. Let me see if they can place it. Yeah, you can need move objects for this one. Just because there is no way of me making that footprint so that these all can go together. But yeah, that is it. That was the progress. I didn't even finish the swatches till this morning, so that was this morning. I basically got it in game yesterday, was happy with it, and then I did all the swatches this morning. Do I have all the icons on it and everything? Let me search. I think I should do. Yep, it's all here. Da-da-da. So yeah, we're starting to shape up. So my list is still very long, and we still only have, I think, including today, is like 6 days. 6 days is not enough to get everything I've got left. So still on the list. Functional column. Siding, shingles, brick foundation. Mind you, the brick foundation is kind of like just a rebake and mesh edit of one of these, so that should be a quicker one. We still have the tall gate and fence that we're working on at the moment. Outdoor seating, I wanted to do a sofa, love seat and armchair. I wanted to do a coffee table to go with that, a lantern, a welcome mat, a paddling pool, and a fire pit. To be quite honest, I think my least high, but my lowest priority would probably be the paddling pool. I think I'd rather have the fire pit because kids have got like these things to do. So I'm like, maybe the adults just have some stuff to do to go with the seating and stuff. But yeah, also arbor. So I found these are from, what are they called, a romantic garden stuff pack, and I was like, this is gonna work. So I want to do an arbor, you know, like it goes and curves over, and I wanted some plants going up the side, so I think these will be perfect for the job. I was like, yep, totally stealing those. Roses will go perfectly. I think everything's quite harsh, and sometimes you need like something like the flowers to kind of break everything up. So I thought that would look good for like the overall thingy. The foundation is going to be a really simple one. It's just going to be like using their brick. So I'm going to use this brick because I think this is the brick that goes best. You've already got like a matching floor and stairs, but just making it that this trim goes with the trim that we did here. So it's just going to be a little bit narrower. We're going to try and fit it all in. Playhouse, yes. Hey, welcome, Rafaela. Yeah. I especially like it when you just put like a gnome outside. But yeah, we have, I think the total now is 13 items. Oh, but I feel like I'm not even halfway, I feel. And I'm sure it's been more than half the month already. Yeah, no, we're not getting flooring. I wish. My idea was to do flooring and the matching terrain paint, as you can see by this EA one placed here to remind me, but there is not enough time in February. Thank God I didn't do kitchen month. You know? Welcome mat should be a quick one. Like, there's a few items that can get done like in a day. There's a few little, like, I haven't even got a corbel on the list anymore. So many things I wanted to do. I just put ketchup all over myself. Sorry, I'm eating my nuggies. My nuggies are on the, I've got ketchup on me. Hey Bayana, how you doing? I know I deserve a holiday and it's only February. I've not got a holiday plan till like July, August. We're screwed. I think I might have to have a shorter one. I really want to go to Disneyland Paris. I want to do Disneyland. I want to go on rides. I want to scream, but it needs to get warmer before that can happen. So yeah, that is everything. We still have like 15 minutes before the trailer, so I suppose we can show off the other one. Just exit that one. It's the best castle at Disneyland Paris. I've never been to Disneyland Paris. I only went to the Disneyland in California. Best day ever. And I was like, well, I think now that I've explored Disneyland's, we need to do more. Center Parks. I've never been to Center Parks either. All I remember about Center Parks is that, do they always, does every single one have like a big dome? So, this morning I did the fence swatches, and I did the hardware for the gate. The only thing is, I'm looking at this and it looks a bit chunky. Like, I think my hinges need to be downsized. They will have a dome. Kathy, good morning. Can't you take the welcome up for myself? Yeah, I would, but I'd want to put in more swatches anyway, and there's only like one swatch in the welcome for the welcome mat. It's only a quick item to do. I'd use the same texture and everything, like the overlay we did, but it needs designs. So yeah, only seeing this, I feel like this is a bit too chunksville. Like, they're meant to be chunky hinges. So what we're doing is, I looked at gates and they all have this like hingy thingy in the middle. Or they all have a gap. And then I looked in game and they also do the same in game. I had no idea. So what my plan is to project this, this like, I don't know, part of the hinge onto here, onto this post. So that will end up being flat, but it'll look like it's got like this 3D element on it. And then doing the same for, oh, I need to move you out. Doing the same for, I think we need another, yep. Doing the same for these hinges, so they'll actually be flat, they'll just be projected on and look 3D. Same with the rivets and stuff. And so the only 3D bit is actually going to be that hinge bit. So yeah, all of them in the game. At the moment, this looks weird because everything's overlapping because it's 3D, but when it's all done, it will be flat and fit together perfectly. And then we actually have the same latch that we have on the front door. I sized it up to make it chunkier and put it on this gate. And then there's got like a little, what you call it? Hole in the post where the latch goes into. So when it does open, like the latch will move with it. You got that, and then I think on the gate as well, I've like carved out a bit. So that will all be projected on, so it'll look like there's an extra plate here with the latch coming out. Maybe we'll do like a rivet just in texture, like in the corners, so it looks like the hardware is like you've chiseled in the lock into the side of the gate. So yeah, that's what we have so far. Change your picture and username. I've just worked out. Oh yes, your username is now like what it is on Twitter. So thirsty for this trailer. Oh, yep, I'm thirsty. Yes, thank you, because I just, my brain was not of thinking capabilities, and I was like, well, it is a latch. To me, I would always think of that on a gate anyway, rather than a front door. But finally, normal proper fence door. I hope so. I hope this ends up looking half decent. I do need to figure out. See, I sized this based on the hinges. Like, the hinges are, they're meant to be chunky, but I'm wondering if this could like shrink in size. We'll just do a rough. Like a, might look a bit more proportional. Those would need to go smaller, but I think it looks... We're just gonna quickly have a quick go at it. That's a very rough, quick go at it. I think it looks more proportionate. Oh, what did I do with ketchup? There's literally ketchup everywhere. Oh no, I put ketchup on my desk mat. Oh my god. Disaster. What a trash bag. Okay, I think I've rubbed it off. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, yeah, 7 minutes ago. Do you know I'm using only debug fences and one from Felix, so happy that you decided to make fence 2 because I was desperate. I was like, yeah, like I remember back in the day finding like this debug fence, and it was like a normal back yard. I'm gonna say yard because Americans, back garden fence, and it was just like a simple vertical wooden panel. And I was like, why do we not have this in the regular catalogue? Is this in debug? It just looked like a normal fence that everyone would have in their garden. And yeah, so I find that the debug ones are probably nicer than the in-game ones, which is, it's not a good one. Currently designing a British high school, my old grammar school. Ooh, fancy. Just need to find ugly things in canteen. I've got you on my TV while I wait for the live stream from Sims on my phone. We're gonna watch the trailer, by the way. I have it in a window. I have it ready and waiting. Look, boom. I even have a notification on. Oh god. So yeah, we got 6 minutes. Yeah, I'll turn my music off and we'll do this one. These will look great as big double gates. Someone asked me for, and I was like, "Oy." See, the thing is, I see this as the back of the garden rather than the front of a house. Only because I would never put a fence at the front of a house because screenshots. I'm just thinking of the screenshots. Yeah, I know. Chat on The Sims. At least it's not Twitch, because Twitch be toxic AF in chat. I think on YouTube it's slightly more, you know, civilized. But gameplay trailers are always longer as well. Finally added Lady Clock and Wishbone and chair to my mansion. Thank you, Carol. There is always a story to every item. For every item, there is always a story. It's like you can say the item and I'll just be transported right back. Yeah, because YouTube cracks down on bad behavior. Well, I hope so. Someone's got to do it. The Twitch one is just toxic AF. Let's do live chat instead of top chat. I took the 16 off from work. I'll have 4 days to explore the pack. I'm thinking of doing a build with the new EP. What do we think? So, should I just leave this window open so we're like primed? Because you never know. Do you remember on Twitch when we missed it early? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a build with it. like the good old days. So I didn't get to do a build for, what was it? For high school years, I didn't do one until a sponsored video, so I didn't do anything. But all the other EPs, I've always done a build. And then actually the last EP before that and the game pack I'd built on, so I had early access, so I definitely made full use of it. I know that I don't have early access to this one, by the way, so I'm going to be with the other poor game changers, with the other paupers, and I'm sure that we'll get early access on the 14th. So basically, whenever there's a patch, we get early access to the EP an hour after the patch. So patch is on the 14th. I'm sure everyone's basically going to be like, infants, but I'm literally going to be like, screw infants for 24 hours. Let me do a build. I think I'm just going to give myself like, embargo is normally like 24 hours afterwards or something. Or it's normally like you've got 23 hours till embargo lift. So I think I'm just going to give myself the 23 hours to get something done and then go back to CC. Did they even have... Are we talking about... There was a doorbell sound in this, but I don't always take everything as a gameplay feature. It's 2 minutes. Oh, it says premieres in 60 seconds. You don't have work until April, you lucky sod. You just knock on the door now, don't you? When you go to someone's house, you just like ask permission to gain access, don't you? Yeah, I will full screen it. Let me pause my whatchamacallit. When the countdown starts, we'll full screen it. I just have to pause my music as well. Watch party, yes, Christian, welcome in. Same clothes wax in the corner you're singing. You've been clearing out your season, get rid of the thing you don't use. Woof. Are they... Premiere will begin shortly. Okay, let me pause my music. And then I need to turn up my audio, desktop audio. Oh, I hate how it's like an out. I don't know what my voice in this. My audio, as in this one, or oh, it's low. Look. My voice. Okay. How's this for my voice?
Unexpected and uninvited guest, the doting grandparent. Tonight, we'll use this temporary stay to explore the family dynamic, the milestones that define one's life, the personalities that can connect us or push us apart, and how all of it is simply a matter of
Sorry, I just hit the mic with my cup of tea.
Let's first examine the married couple's reaction to Celeste's father's unannounced arrival.
Ding dong.
Fortunately, their family dynamic is set to close, as if hand-picked for them. This relationship setting, if you will, has stood the test of time, thanks to the social compatibilities they share. Throw in the many milestones they've achieved together, the joy they have for Orion joining the family, and they seem to be genuinely embracing Sebastian's help in growing their family together. Sebastian is very protective of his daughter, which is why he's even more critical of Christopher. There's nothing wrong with Christopher, per se. He and Sebastian just have different interests and ways of expressing themselves. Sebastian has lived a long, fulfilling life. The dude's old. That's what I'm saying. But he still has much to learn, especially when it comes to the man who makes his daughter happy. Orion's recent arrival has sent the family dynamics into a tailspin, causing everyone to adjust. But she's a baby. She's got better things to do. After all, an infant's world is full of firsts, and there are other firsts yet to come. Atlas, the once king of the castle, how he misses the days when he had his parents wrapped around his little finger. Fortunately, he has always had a great relationship with his grandpa Sebastian. These two troublemakers might as well be the same person. And as far as Atlas is concerned, this old jokester has come to play with him, not the enemy. The family dynamic is not something easily defined, but growing together through all of life's many surprises means understanding everyone has a different point of view.
It's all relative. That was it? That was it? Oh. It's over. So basically, you have a family dynamic thing.
Has instigated an unexpected and uninvited guest, the doting grandparent. Tonight, we'll use this temporary stay to explore the family dynamic, the milestones that define one's life, the personalities that can connect us or push us apart, and how all of it is simply a matter of perspective.
Oh, I love
Let's
the little
first
decor
examine the
pieces.
married couple's reaction to Celeste's father's
More
unannounced
bikes.
arrival. Fortunately, their family dynamic is set to close.
Look, it looks
as
just
if
like my
handpicked for
arch
them.
at the top.
This relationship setting, if you will, has stood the test of time, thanks to the social compatibilities they share. Throw in the many milestones they've achieved together, the joy they have for Orion joining the family, and they seem to be genuinely embracing Sebastian's help in growing their family together. Sebastian is very protective of his daughter, which is why he's even more critical of Christopher. There's nothing wrong with Christopher, per se. He
That is
and
one big
Sebastian
stack of
just have
pancakes.
different interests and ways of expressing themselves. Sebastian has lived a long, fulfilling life. The dude's old. That's what I'm saying. But he still has much to learn, especially when it
trying to
comes to
spot
the
new
man
stuff.
who makes his daughter happy.
Like that, those ceilings look ginormous.
Orion's recent arrival has sent the family dynamics into a tailspin, causing everyone to adjust. But she's a baby. She's got better things to do.
The thing is,
After
how
all,
do they
an infant's
develop a
world
difficult
is full of
relationship
firsts, and there
between
are
siblings?
other firsts yet to come. Atlas, the once king of the castle, how he
plaything
misses
is
the days
super
when he
cute.
had his parents wrapped around his little finger. Fortunately, he has always had a great relationship with his grandpa Sebastian. These two troublemakers might as well be the same person. And as far as Atlas is concerned, this old jokester has come to play with him,
There's a
not
lighthouse.
the enemy. The family dynamic is not something easily defined, but growing together through all of life's many
God, the play
surprises
stuff down there.
means understanding everyone has a different point of view.
Okay. Okay. kitchen
is
items.
concerned.
Where's Can I
Two
not
troublemakers
scrub through?
might as well be
Hold
the
on,
same
let me
person.
refresh this. Maybe it'll let me scrub through with the preview. Yeah, they have
In the picturesque neighborhood of Hopewell,
call it beds. Yeah, I can scrub through now. I want to see the kids stuff.
Orion joining the family.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Could we just... This bed, right? I swear to god it's a bed I wanted to do. Or it's very similar to Felix's Berlin bed from that set. It's actually his bed that he has from like made.com or whatever it was. So there's rocking. I'm so excited the fact that they have like proper cots in the game. What am I vibrating for? The Sims, all the Sims stuff. There is definitely no new kitchen, right? We were trying to scrub through to kitchen. Where's kitchen? Oh, kitchen. Is this a new... I feel like this is a new hob. I think this is a new hobber. Is that a hob with... Sorry, that's like a freestanding one without... Wait for it. Without a back to it. Shocker. Oh, yes. And then the hood here. I feel like this must be an... Is this a new fridge?
Here. No.
They don't ever show more of it.
The family dynamic is not something easily defined, but growing together through
New dining chairs, new dining table. I think that's a new flower arrangement, new side table, new lamp. Columns. Oh yeah, the suitcase. I hope that's like functioning. I think that this like RAM thingy is that like part of the infant update, I think. Why do you all know every EA item? We pay a lot of attention. Another horse. This, I feel like this is not a toy. I feel like this is just decor because there's too many things all together. Also, it's very interesting that they tried to do this kind of what kind of wood is this? Oh god, it's not coming to me. It's not walnut, is it? Oh, what kind of wood is it? Anybody help me? My brain's gone empty. But this type of wood, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them attempt such a texture before. And then you got this giant tree house in the back garden. The columns, yeah, someone said the columns. Veneer, seeded, no. Is it? I've forgotten what it is. But it's a type of wood, I'm sure. Oh my god, is it the same wood that... I feel like it's on a lot of Art Deco pieces. I don't know what the wood is. Oh, god damn it. One day it'll come to me. Oh yeah, kids' bikes. That's a new fence there. Or is that a world object? I think that's a new fence. Yeah, because it's the same as that. New fence, new columns. Not those new columns. New windows. I think this window is new too, unless it's just hiding the top bit of that base game one. I think it might be just the top bit of it hidden under the roof. No, I don't mean wood veneer, because a wood veneer can be can be any type of wood. But it's a particular, it's like normally like a swirly pattern. I've forgotten what it is. It's not zebra wood. It's wood. I don't know. Yeah, and also the rug. So overall, I just want to see the items. Yeah, so there's like these giant windows that we saw in the rec center when they did that as well. Let me search randomly for it. What's it gonna be? I'm trying to see if I can see a real life one. It does remind me a bit of, you know, The Sims 3. They had is it The Sims 3 or is it Sims 1? Well, they had these kitchen counters where they had like the 3 different types of wood and they were like rounded. I'm gonna, because Tony is the whatchamacallit, the oracle of all things. I'm gonna type Burl wood and see what it says. Oh my god, Tony, you're a fucking genius. Of course it is. This type. It's meant to look like this. Tony, I should never doubt you. I should never, ever, ever doubt you. It's totally that. Yeah, because to me, I thought I always saw it in Art Deco pieces. Maybe I'm just going crazy. But it reminds me of an old kitchen counter that was in The Sims. Yeah. Interesting would be a word. Very much. This is very... It's kind of like you're looking at one of those ink blot pattern thingies. Start my music back. Oh, let me turn my thing down again. And a play. I want to make a sad beige kids clothing pack, but I'm not good at making CC. Well, that's a slight problem to get over, slight issue. So then, thoughts? Anybody? Thoughts on... Okay, I feel like I only really learnt about family dynamics. So basically, you can have a difficult relationship, a close relationship, and that's about it. Yeah, I thought it's kind of in depth on one subject. I thought it was going to be more of a general overview of gameplay, but it was very focused. Dynamics isn't going to make therapy for that. Can you imagine? Maybe they have it like you can call up the therapist on the phone to talk through your relationship problems. The plot sizes are we're getting, yeah. Future something a lot of fun if they work and are properly fleshed out, but I doubt they will be. Look, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. They get their little tushes in action. Of course, we all want to know what the sizes are. I have a feeling that they're going to be on the smaller side. Because it's meant to be like a suburban town, right? So I feel like they'd probably be like, there's guaranteed to be a 20 by 30. I feel like that's the most popular lot size there is in the game, is 20 by 30. Right. Let me undo all that I did and do it properly now. So yeah, I'm going to make this smaller. Maybe not that much smaller. I'm definitely a 64 lot kind of gal. Every time I go on a 64 by 64 lot, I instantly have instant regrets. And I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Why? Like, the idea is lovely, and then the reality is heinous. You know, you say to yourself, what were you thinking? I remember, I think the first pack I ever got early access to was Seasons. And it's, what, 23 hours till embargo, and I decided to do a 64 by 64 lot. Because, you know, that's what a normal sane person does. I got literally no sleep. I think I did the whole entire thing and worked all the way through till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something doing it. I hope it's kind of like through like rural area and stuff. I don't feel rural areas this. I think the whole thing, I feel like the whole entire place is going to have a very similar vibe. Maybe one will be like more of a commercial area. Kind of, I feel like, you know how like Copperdale seems to have the same vibe going through all of it? Yeah, sure, one's like a little bit on the lake or something, but it's kind of got similar vibes running all through. I feel like this one would as well. What's crackin'? Bonjour, Perez. Basically we just watched the trailer, the gameplay trailer. And we are discussing our thoughts. Basically, the gameplay trailer was not too informative. Okay, you're better. Yeah, those didn't need to be so big. You're on a 64 by 64 right now. Bayana, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers are with you in this very, very difficult time. Okay? 64 by 64. I feel like on a 64 you have to have a plan, whereas on the other lots you can just start going. I can't start anything without a plan. I'm really, really bad at that. I wish I could just wing it, but I'm not someone that can wing it. CC, I can wing it a little bit more now. But I always have a kind of reference. Mind you, most of the times I'll be taking references from multiple places and just kind of merge it together. Now, Perez, you can go back and watch it. They premiered it, but it kind of showed family dynamics, and it was just being like, oh, they're husband and wife, and they have a close relationship. There's an unexpected guest, but they have a close relationship, so they can deal with this unexpected guest. And then, you know, the grandfather comes round, and he's very protective of his daughter. And also is not very compatible with his son-in-law because they don't share any of the same interests. So it's kind of like just the family dynamics, but also I feel like it's more like compatibility. But I think compatibility and family dynamics now are... It's like for family dynamics, you need compatibility is in likes and dislikes, but also shared experiences and I presume sentiments as well. Cute font. I love the other one. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't do a gate for the other one. I hope you guys don't mind. I didn't really. if you need to, you can just, like, you know, swing one out and pretend it's a gate. Send you some screenshots. Coastal set full on. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. You're more into the milestones. Was this milestones in Sims 4 or is this a previous game? I'm like, what milestones? But this could be just be my lack of gameplay experience. Okay, so believe it or not, this is high poly mesh is finished. So these are the elements. So what you're gonna get is a post. This looking super sexual and in line, not with these overhanging bits. And then you'll get this, which is a gate. So there's 3 elements to it. Nuggets, well, so Niels, you might not have been here, but I said that in the UK I've discovered that there's a national UK shortage of tomatoes. There's no tomatoes. So I'm having to have, spicy nuggies and ketchup. This is as close as tomatoes as I can get right now because there's no tomatoes in the stores. I have mozzarella downstairs. I have basil. No tomatoes. Can't get any. So, you know, this is kind of screwed. Before we had a national shortage of eggs, and they started rationing eggs. Like, you only get 2 boxes of eggs. But most of the time I went into the supermarket, they were all gone already. Like, you have to set an alarm or something. Oh, I wonder if there's a blog post for, I wonder if there's a blog post, sorry, for this. Sims did like 3 tweets. No, that's just linking back to YouTube. Oh, what's this one? Oh, that's just, is that just a pre-order? Yeah, no thank you. Oh God, I'm so looking forward to this treehouse. But also, what size back garden do you have to have in order to use? Can I open this new tab? What back garden do you, how many tiles is this treehouse? So maybe the lots will be a little bit bigger so I can fit in items like this. Yeah, maybe they will be. This is so cute though. The way they've added on like the extra cardboard at the front to make it look like a princess thing. I don't think this is a proper sandbox. I think this is a fence and they've painted in the sand. Little cardboard rocket ship. Yeah, they have a really similar one to this in that's just, I feel like it's just a decorative item in, what was it, Moonlight, whatever it is, for the thing for kids, the kit that came out a while ago. And it's got this really cute like teddy bear on it. That basically is this teddy bear. But this teddy bear on his like life raft float thing is super cute. Also, slide. Had I not even noticed this before? Slide. And the kid is going through. Before we only ever had a toddler slide. Also, can we just point out the very similarities of, look at their wonky sign. Janelle says someone recently did a playhouse and had a wonky sign on it. Great minds think alike. There's a short blog. I didn't see a blog linked. I just saw a pre-order. And that's a link to YouTube. Yeah, it's just YouTube. Teenager in the club. Yeah, I think all ages can go into the treehouse. Also, carrying your kid on your back. This is a cute one. I'm just wondering what the animation's going to look like to get the kid into that. I feel like there's going to be like some sparkles or something. It's going to magically appear there. But yeah, I think it all looks cute. The pre-order thingies look cute. Is this only a pre-order item is the question. Would you need more than one of these? Like, I feel like I don't need that many designs of that. Treehouse looks, yeah, the treehouse looks, whoa. Okay, wait, let's take guesses. Is that 2 tiles? 3 tiles? This could either be 3 tiles from here to here or 2. I'm gonna go with 2 tiles. Where am I? Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2 tiles, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go with 6 tiles. 6 tiles deep. From there to this front bit. That's my wildest guess. Sounds like a picturesque neighbourhood of Hopewood Hills. Oh, they've got one and they haven't linked it? Is it this? Oh, okay. Thank you. Meet the Murchisons. Family residing in Santa Clara's picturesque neighborhood of the Hopewood Hills. We're navigating some interesting new family dynamics. Blah blah blah, it's all relative. Okay, so that told me nothing. But it's just the trailer. So basically it's some of the text. It's basically text of what they said in the overview, right? Yeah. With the baker there is 2, the pre-order one and the one that pack. Oh, okay, cool. Hopefully we'll get a CC add-on of the decor and windows from Peacemaker, maybe like the tree without the house in it, just the lights, and then Peacemaker can add on the windows and doorways. What? Like the tree without the house in it. Let me see. Let me go. Am I back? Did I? Why can't I go back? What you could have gotten the pre-order stuff for cottage living out of the tree with the lights. Those pre-order items were actually pretty good. Oh, I don't even know what items were. What were the pre-order items? High school. Get the chair and the PC. Yeah, I know. I just didn't get what windows, and you were talking about lights. Give me Copperdale vibes. I was hoping for more suburban, but I guess we'll see later. Well, Copperdale had like the lakey thing. This has water, right, as well. But I feel like... Oh God, why am I yawning again? I feel like this should be more like... almost like Willow Creek. To me, this is almost giving me Willow Creek vibes. Because I feel like Willow Creek is very suburban. Like if I was doing a suburban build, off to Willow Creek I go. Also, this pink taxi is giving me everything. So we can swim in this water. I think they normally make it swimming points, a couple of swimming points now. Oh my God, I'm yawning again. They did that for what was it called? Tartosa. There was some like swimming points. Did I miss this? But are we getting Dollhouse 2.0 Tree House Edition? No, Nicole. We are not getting Treehouse 2.0. Sorry, Playhouse 2.0 as a treehouse. I would like my sanity to still be intact. I think we all noticed that I had slight burnout after that playhouse. You need to brew. I have one. I have one right here. It's not helping. Have they said anywhere any more about the infant functionality? Yeah, no, I haven't heard any more about infants. Yeah, I formally apologise for giving me my yawns. Formally apologise. Formally apologise. I'm terrible at sorry. Right, we have a high poly. Let's make a low poly. Let's save this. Hopefully working can wake me up. Otherwise this is going to be a very short stream. Yeah, we don't have these... On our other ones, we have it going fatter at the bottom, but these ones just go straight up. Oh, they're a little bit different. Guess what we're doing? Get ourselves a little cubey cube. Because every good item starts as a cube. Also, you know how I told you I was laughing at all the differences between Felix and I? And how he did like... He wanted a sphere and he got out a cube. Today, I got out a cube. Look at them. They're actually just cubes. Instead of spheres. I'm a changed woman. What's the difference between high and low poly? So this high poly, for example, has all the details in it. Like every element of this is separate. It's got lots more information. If I press 3, basically, if I turned this into a fully functioning mesh, this would have 7,296 polygons. We'll see how many this has, but like it's going to be under 100, basically, for this. So you have to have a high poly for like all of these details, like for example the grooves and stuff. Those are already in the high poly. In the low poly, that will literally just be one square, and it will have all that information baked onto it. So high poly is what we use to get all of our details, like things like these joints, like these butt joints. Those are only in the high poly. In the low poly, yeah, there might be a cut there, but there's not all this extra info. So wait, this is a base game, so really the only new gameplay in this pack is family dynamics, sleepovers, and kids riding bikes. I hope we get a new career. Oh, I feel like they could. Do you know what would be a fun kit? If they could just do a kit where it's got lots of new careers. Did we scrap the railings? No, we didn't, Perez. We totally knocked out the park and it's all done. We have railings. We have. I figured it out like 5 minutes after the stream finished. I was gonna go to dinner, I didn't, and I figured it out. It's literally turn everything 45 degrees and then bring the top railing. Actually has to go lower. It doesn't stay at that high. You have to bring it down by 0.25 of a tile. And then I also had to raise, we have that lower bar on it. I had to raise it up. Where is it? I can show you actually. Let me click this. Here it is. So yeah, this like ends up being up here when you rotate it, like 45 degrees. So you bring it down by like 0.25. And then you also have to bring this up. Otherwise it cuts through the stairs. I managed to get some stairs out of the game. Where are they? It's not those ones. They're somewhere. Somewhere here. Maybe I deleted it. I think I might have deleted it. But yeah, I managed to get stairs out so I could make sure they didn't clip. And they went just above. There we go. New live careers. Yeah, could we just have a pack with careers? Because I personally would love new careers. When I was playing the other day, I tried, what was it? The new, like, influencer career? That was a weird one. Also, like, they never seem to get a lot of followers. Go up to here. Yeah, we'll do the comparison with the high and the low, and we'll see the difference. You need the low poly to go into games so that your game doesn't explode. If I put in posts with 7,000 polygons and you use these all over your lot, let's just say your graphics card would be like... Career kit would be a hit, no brainer. Yeah, it would be. What about the hinges? Did you steal them or... No, I did not steal the hinges. I made them myself. From scratch. Well, actually, no. I did bring in the shutter hinges to start off with, and then I realised, no, I couldn't make them work. So I started from scratch. I took a look at gates and I realised they all have this like centre pivot. So you have the hinge in the middle. Doors in the game do always pivot from the middle, but for some reason on the gates they always show the hinge. Not normally on a door. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. So confused by the lack of no-brainer kits, just like all hairs, all yeah, I feel like a master kit of certain things is really a bit of a no-brainer, right? Actually, I'm not going to do it like that. We're going to put in... This one needs to go up to there. And then we can extrude you out, you little son of a gun. Boop. Looks about right, right? Welcome back, Cody. Welcome back. My PC will catch on fire. Please don't put high polys. All I'm gonna say is sometimes I might play a little game with another creator, not Felix by the way, called Guess the Poly Count, because sometimes you just want to have a good bit of a giggle. So please don't. I've seen like a figurine with like 17,000 polygons in it before. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to your computer. Be kind to it. But also, what's actually probably worse than poly count is texture size. Your game, I think it actually would lag your game more as texture size than the poly count. I want a pack that is super British, maybe with cricket and rugby and other stuff. Well, I feel like we've got cottage living, that's about as British as we're going to get. I think influencers get more followers once you max out charisma. I think my sim had max charisma as well. Like, she had a lot of skills by the time I stopped playing. Including Yorkshire tea. You yawned? I'm sorry, Carol. I apologise. Apologise profusely. Apologise profusely. God, I'm so used to this music now. It's copyright free. Do you remember the days when I wanted to play copyrighted music and just not monetize anything? Nope. Nope. Those 50-something copyright strikes later. I couldn't be dismissing those every day. You get your butt there. You two, and then we have one halfway. And we snap that in. This one. There we go. We just need to give it a nice little pyramid on the... Oh, no. What happened? Oh, God. It's doing this. You should love it. Disappears. Could you not, please? Thank you. Oh, God. We will sort it out in a sec. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Oh, what the fuck? What we want to do is extrude this in. Edit. Mesh center. Just removed a piece of high poly. CC even has the warning to use cautiously. Lol. Can't stop. I think Peacemaker puts warning on his if it's high poly, but to be quite honest, I don't think he really has an item that I would consider high poly compared to some alpha stuff I've seen. Love Island, Big Brother said you need to be banned bloody awful. Do you know what? I've never watched Love Island and everyone was so into it. And I've never done it. Yeah, 10 hours sleep and yet you feel more tired. Trust me, I've done that plenty of times. I feel like there's such a thing as too much sleep. I woke up today at... I think I fell asleep at 1 and I woke up at 7 and I was like... should I get up early? And should I, you know, start on the CC a little bit early? And I really do need to close this and reopen it. Bye-bye. And then I was like, oh, I'll get up in 15 minutes. I'll get up in 15. And I didn't. And then I fell back to sleep for like another hour and a half. And then I was more exhausted afterwards. Should have just got out of the bed. I'm terrible at getting up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I'm the opposite of a morning person. Sims 4 lore pack. What does that consist of? Tesco to school and hung up. How rude of them. I haven't watched EastEnders in like at least 15 years, I think. Maybe even before then. Welcome in, so random. How you doing today? Like posters and clothing much of the iconic Sims celebs and items ago. Lol. An unmorning person. I am an unmorning person. Oh. I'm not even that much of a night owl. Like, I'm normally tired before 12, but then for some reason I just don't fall asleep. Right, there's our low poly. So just for reference, our high poly, let's get rid of these. Our high poly would have 7,296 polygons. If I wanted it to look like it had all these rounded corners and all that stuff. Yep, that's how many it would take to get it in your game looking like that. But our low poly has 54. So I'd say that's slight progress. You can have 54 polygons or you can have 7,296 for exactly the same look. You will not be able to see the difference between that and that in game. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference at all. I call Love Island straight villa because it only has a cast. That seems to be the norm. Straight. Like when you say about like diverse casting, have they ever even put someone that's like got an extra £2 on them? I don't think so. I feel like being a morning person is from another generation, lol. I follow someone that's like, what was it? Like, all the best productive people get up at 5 a.m. and I'm like, honey, no. I am productive, but I don't get up at 5 a.m. Why? I don't understand why to be productive you have to get up at 5 a.m. Can't you just do the same working hours, but later? Because to get up at 5 a.m, I'm going to have to go to bed at like 9. That's 8 hours. Oh, do you know what I saw someone posting the other day? The little kids' kitchen that was in The Sims. I used to love that item. I want that because I want to steal the tuning and and make a proper kitchen. Some people get to, exactly 5 p.m. Sometimes I can get productive at 11. I normally have like, if I wasn't streaming, I think I'd be having like a break right now maybe. Then it would go into like maybe dinner. No, I'd have lunch. Maybe a bit of a break. Get back to work. Then have dinner. Still a break after dinner. And then sometimes I could go back and start working again at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I feel like the later I go, the more productive I suddenly become. And then before you know it, it's 2 a.m. and you're screwed. You can't get up the next day. It's like copy paste casting, they all look the same. Yeah, there is. I can't tell who's who. Antoine. Yeah, Antoine, Sim Architecture has quite a few builds. Spinning Plumbers has a mermaids mod, but mermaids in game are kind of boring. Do you know what? Never had a sim be a mermaid. God, we really need to start that bucket list, right? Mesh display, harden edge, and then we're gonna actually make you soften. Look at you, you number one stunner. What a post. Then we need to do these. So what we can do, what I figured out on the last one was I don't even need to bake these. I can just kind of copy these. The only thing was on the other one, I needed to like kind of copy one of these to make this end bit filled in. Yeah, he has stopped building now. I think he just kind of, to be honest, if you're on YouTube and you don't build in a long time, YouTube would punish you. Let's put it that way. Like if I take a while off, that I do not expect my views to be the same as they were before, because it just doesn't recommend your video to as many people, which is actually how you get the views, not from the amount of subscribers you have, but more about the recommendations on the homepage from YouTube. So if they don't do that for you, you don't get the views. So he'll maybe work. I think it was Panda Sama that actually did that. Kitchen. I think it was a collaboration, but I think Panda Sama did all the tuning. Because that's not a Ravishing thing. She does XML tuning, not like full animations and stuff. Yeah, there is a lottery in the game. Isn't that like a full event as well? Right, so to make, oh my god, oh well, those are done. We don't need so many. You would never notice that these are repeated. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like the middle 3, and then we can copy those outwards. That will allow us to be like unique. And then we will cut. What I like to do is cut this one in half, and that will make up. Then I can split them and it will make up the end ones. Then it will be like seamless and it will keep on flowing. Your sons have never won the lottery. No, never is mine. Never. I was building using the Chateau CC from Sears. I don't think the arches, I mean the open doors work. Maybe just me or the Sims will get. Yeah, I think there is an issue. I think he updated them. I think he did. You might want to re-download them. I know he spotted the issue. I don't know if he's fixed it yet. Someone did report it. Do you have a Tumblr Discord? I'll find you and send you the relevant CC. I presume that's not to me. Food truck one is one cute, yeah. Yeah, Panda Sam is like really good at like custom animations and stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to do I wanted to try the I realized after I had the kid in my game that I totally forgot about that mod to add it in. I think I should play my current household to unwind at the end of the day. And then maybe by the time the infants are out, she can have a baby using that mod. God, I love like square objects because I can just delete out these ends and it equals my low poly. I delete you in the jam of nasals. Guys, I have a lottery ticket, right? Oh, what the hell happened here? What happened to you, love? What? Who did you wrong? What is this? It's not supposed to be like that. It's just the bottom ones that are screwed. Okay. I play the National Lottery, right? Actually, I think it's Euro Millions. I pay the Euro Millions on direct debit. And the other day, I won £5. It's the most I've ever won the whole time I've been playing it. £5. It's an absolute scam. But I don't miss the money out the bank account, so I just keep doing it because you never know. One day, maybe. One day. I know, I get so excited every time I get in the notification that says, we've got news about your ticket. And I'm like, yes, here it comes. I'm finally a millionaire. And then no, it doesn't happen. And it's like, most of the time, it's like, you've won £2.80. Oh, thank you. And the thing is, though, it just goes like, they pay it directly back into my bank account. But I think it costs like £24 or something a month. I think I pay £24 a month. So what was the point? Maybe I should, instead of paying the lottery, should just put it into a savings account. I think I saw, what was it, Mr. Beast doing, like he had a whole wad of scratch cards to see how much he would win. And yeah, he spent like how many thousands on it and most definitely lost money. It was not a profitable thing. You won 50 on a scratch card, but never won, yeah. You would definitely always play if I could easily... Yeah, I could do it direct debit. It just sets it up. It does the same things on repeat. I use the same numbers, does the same thing. There's 2 draws a week. And it just takes the money out of my bank account. Still haven't won though. Still not really that useful if I haven't won. Delete that out. We delete this out. And then we are going to connect these 2 little suckers. 2, 3, 4. Connect you. 1, 2, 3. Bow. That is our gorgeous panel in the middle. Well, I use my sim self when I use my flat I made a game to decide how to wanted it to look and see how I would move about, etc. Yeah. You only won £10. See, I don't even like. For example, I feel like if I played the National Lottery, just the UK one, I'd probably win £10 more often. And the Euro Millions is more expensive to enter as well. And I don't think I've ever won even £10 on it. You bought a £5 scratcher and you won $1,000? Yeah, don't ever play again. You'll never. Lollysim spotted a drop curb in the trailer. Could cars be coming? No. There are drop curbs in all worlds. There's been drop curbs since the release of the game. Right side. SimGuru confirmed lots are coming with driveways. So now you can build a faux garage and it can potentially line up with the edge of the lot. But why? Why would they add driveways? Was it just for the aesthetic? I have to say, there was one thing. They have, when they build the worlds, they have this thing about making it so that you can choose where the front of the lot is. But I feel like it's kind of like a misconception on their end, because I think we'd rather just have them designate where the front of the lot is, so we could make it blend in like seamlessly. Because lots of times they don't want paths coming all the way up to the front of the lot, because they're like, maybe you want to put the lot, you want to rotate it 90 degrees and stuff. But I think we'd rather just use it and have it blend in seamlessly into the world, rather than have like that age-old driveway and then you suddenly go to, I don't know, a random bit of grass in front of your house. They said they saw a lot of players building faux garages. I would like to ask, where are the garage doors in this set then? Garage doors? Anybody? I spent most of Tuesday making gas overrides for basic hairs I can no longer stand to see. That is serious dedication. You just really didn't want to see those hairs. SimGuru Morgan. SimGuru Morgan's lovely. I got to work with SimGuru Morgan on Cottage Living and My Wedding Stories. She was kind of the person that dealt with our builds. She always like looked and ran the meetings for all of our builds and stuff. Let me see what SimGuru Morgan. I'm looking for her. SimGuru Morgana. I'm gonna look at her tweets and replies. Oh, here it is. No cars. We thought the curbs look cool even if no cars, but would allow players to also build driveways since that's a building trend. I don't know if I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna call it a building trend. I'm gonna call it a building staple from day one. But there are definitely drop curbs in other worlds. I definitely remember them being in Del Sol Valley. Exactly. All we want is this same sidewalk. We want the texture to go up. There's actually quite a few lots that have a pavement like this, and then there's a tiny gap between the front and the lot and the pavement, so they can never join. Like, how infuriating. Sometimes there is literally just a hairline gap between the two. Also, I'm sorry, but the toddlers are damn cute, right? That tiny gap is so raging too. Exactly. Just close up the gap, guys, okay? Close up the gap. Okay, so... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted out the side bits. I'm a bit of a spanner, sorry. Because we actually need side bits. We actually need side bits. I'll connect them. This to this. This to this. And then we need this to this. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, why didn't just smidge it over a little bit? As much as I do love Henford and Bagley, that's the thing. Like, there's never a road that goes right up to it, so it's really difficult to transition. You can't really have much of a driveway because it will never connect to anything outside of the lot. So it's kind of difficult. Then we get this one. This is what happens when you accidentally delete out end bits. Okay, that makes sense. Exactly. Please mind the gap. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. If you haven't been to the UK, that's what they say every time you get on the train. Sorry, the tube in London. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. This train stops at Cockfosters. That's a real place, by the way. I didn't just want to say the word cock, so I said it. It's a real place. Didn't just make it up. Right, let's reapply this stupid material to you so you're not green anymore. Merge. What, Perez? It's a real place. Jeez. Right, I think we're That's kind of like our low poly there. Oh god, I'm roasting. I turned the heat on. Sorry, let me mute my mic while I turn this off because it's a piercing noise. Okay, back. When Piccadilly got announced on the tannoy, I would burst out laughing when Mum told me to stop thinking about naughty things. It is. Cockfox is on the Piccadilly line. Such childish behaviour. Should we... Okay, so we just need like... Oh, actually, let's give this all the extra reinforcements it requires. Oh no, that's terrible. I think this one we always have to kind of do by eye because it has these tiny returns. It makes all of the other bevels tiny. Edit, delete overtype history. Hope they give us a Parisian while they actually work the European cinemas. I feel like they're a little bit more sensitive to that when it's not American. I feel like if it's American, they can just bring anyone in. But if it's the rest of the world, they try and do that. The first one they did, though, was the... they didn't really do that because it was the first time... What's it called? Snowy Escape? I feel like they didn't do it on that because... It was the first time they'd ever done like the CFE builds, which are like the remote builds for people to gain access to do the builds. So I feel like that one they kind of wanted to play it safe and get like tried and tested builders in rather than take a risk and get Asian builders, which was of course a shame, but I feel like that's why they didn't have Asian builders for that one. But I don't think they'd make the mistake again for another part of the world. Let's do you to like... like there. I feel like if it was a Parisian style world, they'd probably just have all French builders. I feel like there's probably enough to do that. I'll behave. I should have done this. Hold on. Yeah, they should. Luckily, they asked Leo for like Copperdale. As I said, American. You can bring in anyone, but especially because like Leo had been doing so many Japanese builds on his channel before that pack was released. It would have just been a no-brainer to get him to do one. Yeah, I think Deli did 3 builds, so did Kayla, and the other Polish person that I don't know their name. Felix's mirror inspiration to a Parisian. That, I don't know if you recognise that mirror. But actually, that mirror is the mirror that's in Athena Calderon's brownstone. She has a giant mirror. It's in her brownstone. And I feel like He showed me the image. Maybe you guys probably won't have recognized that it's from there, because the image he's shown as his inspiration is from before she'd done up her brownstone. So I feel like that mirror was actually came with the house. So yeah, it's super tarnished as well, which I'd never really noticed before. I look properly and it's like a really, really tarnished mirror. Like the gold is basically brown. Hey Lee! So excited for this collection of yours. The fences alone have me excited. I thank you. Yes, he has put a plumb bob. He's super proud of those. He showed me his mirror today in 3D. He flew me around it. And he's really proud because he'd made all of the elements on the mirror and the console he made himself. Before, he used to like kind of buy elements and rearrange them and put them on. You know, like how I say I project stuff? He would get elements and then project them on. So of course the mesh underneath is his, but the elements, because they're quite complicated, he would buy them. But all of that he made from scratch. So yeah, he's super proud of it. I am a proud friend. He made it all from scratch. I'm like, I could never. You have no idea. He's such a talented mesher. Well, at basically everything. Apart from he's not very good at organization. He's not very good at making sure the tags are there. That's where I came in. Right. We've done that. These need to be unique. Maybe just on the inside. The outside they can be the same. Right? Yeah. Okay, duplicate you. So actually what I'm going to do is just take these bits. Select inverse, delete you out. We literally only need that bit of the gate to be unique, and the same on the other side. There we go. Mum found tomatoes in the greengrocers. Oh god, yeah, I've got a few greengrocers. Maybe I should go to the greengrocers to try and get tomatoes. You're doing amazing, sweeties. Thank you, Tony. Phone battery 69%. You child, Christina. You child. As Gen Z says, friendship goals. Do you know what? The one word I hate that the young'uns say now is bestie. I hate that word with a passion. I can't do besties. Like I say besties. If I say besties, I really mean my best friend, not just some random person that I said hi to. The use of bestie for like any random person that you might be acquainted with is killing me. They are worth it. There's a tomato shortage. When you hear Felix, you hear Harrie. They go hand in hand. We do. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. No, it's tomato. It's not tomato. Tomato. Thinks and Harrie wedding then. Good luck with that one. Good luck. Mind you, I would marry him for a European green card, you know? So that I can live in Europe. Joking. God, I hate, like, being UK bound and after Brexit, it sucks. All those idiots that voted no. Plonkers. Sorry, not no. Yes to leaving. Ugh. Shock, just so you could look at that. Ugh. Yeah, I think this year I really want to go to Paris. Also feel like I want to go to Barcelona. Maybe they could be like shorter trips. I feel like they could just be shorter trips in, like, you know, in the normal time that I have off at the beginning of the month. I could do those. Yeah, I could just move around Europe for architecture. Imagine living around... I'm sorry, Nicole. I actually can't imagine. I can't imagine. I have to say, like, growing up, I thought, oh God, America looks amazing to live in. You know? But the older I got, the more I realized, no, I have it very good here. I shall not be moving. When you come and drive you around, takes the best places, hell yeah. You were born in Germany, can't speak the language. Well, I go to Germany and I can't speak the language, so basically we're the same. Like, I was looking at, like, the easiest languages to learn because I was kind of like, oh, maybe I should try and at least be a cultured Brit and learn some languages. Like, unless you're stinking rich in the UK, you don't really know another language. Because for some reason, like, all rich people go on holiday and ski where French is spoken. So they're all, like, fluent in French. I'm like, since when? You know? But us commoners don't normally take to languages too well. So I was trying to look what's like the best languages to learn. I think one of them was like Dutch. One was Afrikaans. Should I learn Afrikaans? Because there's a lot of English words and the structure is the same. What else was there? They said Italian. I don't know if I can bring myself to do that one though. British Sign Language, yeah. Give me the NHS, Nicole. Highly recommend it. But if you moved to anywhere, if you moved out of America, every other first world country has a national health service alternative. My friend lives in Taiwan. She's like, yeah, we got a national health service. One of the best in the world. You know? Everywhere has it. Dutch isn't that easy. Dutch is meant to be easier than German though. And I know that Felix told me that if someone's speaking Dutch, he can understand it. And I presume people that understand Dutch could then also understand German, even though it's not the same. My high school had Spanish or Japanese. They didn't allow me to take Spanish since it's my first language. That was so... Oh, that's annoying. At school, we had to do one modern language, and so we got to pick between German and French. They didn't do Spanish at my school. And I picked French. When you first went to high school, you had to do both of them. So I had to do French and German for a year. And then I was like, yeah, bye German. It was like, French would be more versatile than German. But I don't remember any of the French. Also, there's those guys on Instagram and they do like French words. And they're like, how do you say this? And then it's like the same word. And then like, it's spelt differently, but it sounds exactly the same. And then they do a long sentence of all of the same words, like a tongue twister. I'm like, yep, that's why I'm never going to learn that language. Because you're trying to trip me up. Let me tell you something French is confusing, I speak. Yeah, what I don't get is, okay, Perez, I want you to explain this. I had a French boyfriend once and I was like, you've got to be good for something. Tell me, explain to me, like, who the hell decided what's masculine and what's feminine? Like, I want to know. Because I know there is a certain particular word and it's defined as masculine and it is a very feminine part of the body. I'm just like, and also, how do you remember all of those? Like, as a kid, is it like a mistake that you would often make, making something masculine rather than feminine? Or is it just like, I don't know. God, I'm getting flashbacks to my my French oral exam for like GCSE. Oof. That's the thing, in high school, like, yeah, sure, you learnt the language, but you actually kind of, you don't ever speak it, and then you randomly penis is referred to as she. Maybe they were trying to do the like it's owned by the other person thing, because the female hoo-ha is a he. So maybe they were doing a bit of a traditional ownership thing. Everything in fantasy they made masculine. Not female hoo-ha, but it is, so it's female hoo-ha. Look, I learned it from Emily in Paris. Okay? That show's got to be good for something, apart from wasting my life. Wasting my life away watching Emily in Paris. It's a guilty pleasure, but I'm not afraid. Okay? That show is so terrible, but it's so addictive. I'm fluent-ish nowadays, and Duolingo is probably... Do you think you could actually get properly fluent from Duolingo? He's running away from a vajayjay. That's right. Tony had vajayjay and he runs in the opposite direction. In the womb, everyone starts as a female to begin with before the gene when they become male, which is... That is cool. See? So basically, girls around the world, right? I would never please Tony. Mine's compared, so I buy it. It's a he. Yeah, I feel like everywhere that did masculine and feminine decided that the female for JJ was gonna be masculine for some reason. Just like, what? Do you want to go fluency? Unlikely. Yeah. I'm like, how do I become fluent? Do you think that I could download one of those programs? Like, I've always wished it could be like the Matrix, right? So I wish it could be like the Matrix, where they're like, plug it in. Oh, you've just learnt this language fluently. Please, could it be like that? Because I haven't got time for anything else. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to make this properly. Oh no. Yeah, let's make this properly. Let's get a cube. It's cube time. I learned English through High School Musical. Now I'm fluent. Why is it everyone's like, oh, I knew no English, and then I just watched a few programs and boom, I'm fluent in English. I'm like, dude. Made a cheat sheet if you want. The cheat sheet will not help me. I know nothing. It's massive because they want to own it. Ownership, I guess. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I think it must be ownership. The mighty cube has spoken. Boom. Or am I? No, I think I'm gonna cheat. Sorry, guys, I'm cheating. Sorry. I think I'm gonna make these separate bits. Oh, this needs to also, this has a recess thing. This needs to be gone. Save, thank you for the reminder. Done. That helped assign genders to work. I don't think he did all of them, Tony. Okay. Well, once we all get our microchips and still speaking a language bees, I hope so. There's got to be some benefits. Premier League footballers are told to watch Korean EastEnders because they speak probably so fast and they've all got like strong accents. It would help. So I started watching, remember the TV show Ugly Betty? Well, they have I definitely think it's a Mexican version. And it's on Netflix. It's called like Betty in NYC or something. But it's like super long. There's so many episodes. And I started watching that and they don't have it dubbed, I don't think. I think it's all with subtitles. So I started watching it. And the Spanish seemed to be I feel like in Spanish it's a bit simpler. I feel like there's not so many words to describe stuff. And I feel like you can say very similar sentences and they're like the same sentence structure, but it can mean lots of different things. For example, I feel like there's more adjectives maybe in... I feel like there's more adjectives in English. I don't know, but sometimes I notice that dubbing and subtitles do not match at all. I feel like this different person does the dubbing versus the subtitles. So sometimes you'll find the subtitles, they kind of word it a little bit differently. Mexican one, the original one, Nicole? Stretch marks are coming to The Sims. Yeah, I think they're putting a lot of stuff in, like they have birthmarks and stuff, so a lot of skin details. I've got plenty of stretch marks. I don't know if I need them on my body in The Sims, to be quite honest. I like in The Sims being a perfect version of myself. Am I the only one? Let me... How am I going to do this? So I'm just having a fart of a thing. Was that a yes to stretch marks or a yes to the perfect version of yourself in the game? Every woman has at least one stretch mark. Yeah, I feel like growing up I saw like some kids when they were in high school, they ended up having stretch marks on their like legs and stuff from growing so quickly. I didn't have that. I just got stretch marks from being fat ass. You've never made yourself? I've made myself, but I honestly, I've made myself The Sims, but it doesn't make sense. When I say it doesn't make sense, I mean like, I am short. My body proportions are nothing like The Sims. Nothing. Like, I am short. They've just made the perfect height and proportioned person, and I'm not like that at all. Stretch marks are hot. I don't really have a thing about stretch marks. I say I would want to be the perfect person, right? In The Sims, but in real life, stretch marks, I don't feel like I need to cover them up. It's not like oh my god, hide myself because there's a stretch mark. I'm just like, whatevs. Okay, let us try. God, I'm all over the place on this. Let us extrude you down. Yeah, I feel like this can never be a part. Yeah, I don't feel like making this a part of this because it has this bevel and this doesn't. I could do though. Oh, behave. I've made my decision now. I wish someone that seems 6 foot. It is short people for the win. Look, short but mighty. I've forgotten who it was that kept seeing pictures of like me with other simmers and they were like, oh my god, you're so short. I was like, I know. I think people guessed I was like 5'8" or something. I was like, in my dreams, literally in my dreams, I'm 5'8". In the real world, I'm 5 foot. Let's call me 5'1.5". Like 5'2" with some chunky trainers on. This is why I have the height side of the game. Hey Arnett, welcome in. I'm see, Latoya, in my dreams, I'm the same height as you. In my dreams. In my dreams. feel like I want to make these connect. Oh, come on. You can do it. Let's make this one legit thing. I know I can do it. Probably not, but... I have no idea how this geometry works. Let's try. You look cute with Felix. Look, that's because Felix is a short art as well. Okay, Felix is short, but for some reason, because I'm so short, it makes Felix feel like he's, I don't know, regular height. He's not. He's always like, Sam, you're so short, and I'm like, dude, you're not tall. I know. Like, I probably just inflate his ego. He's like, oh, I'm so tall. So you're supposedly 4'5". I'm now 4'5". Well, I guess I look up to all of you. Oh my god, I can be taller than someone. This is cool. Is it offensive if I ask if Felix is naturally bald? No, he is naturally bald. He shaves his hair down. He just says hair isn't his thing, you know? Yeah, I think I've seen him with hair before, and I think being bald suits him better than the hair. Also, I don't get why, like, I feel like in this modern day and age, I don't think a guy should have to worry about losing their hair, because I don't think it's an issue. The only thing I have a problem with is if you decide to do a comb over, you know? If you're going bald, just own it. It's fine. I think I have this nailed. You have to have your daughter reach that. Lol. I think I'm meant to be the same height as my mum, but I actually have longer arms than her, so I have to reach into the cupboard for her. She can't reach the top shelf. Don't do a Prince. Yeah, Prince William. Dude, buzz that thing off. What's wrong with you? Buzz it off. Own it. And then let's just get on with this shit, okay? I know you're going to be like future king and all that, but don't give her. Okay. Let us extrude you. I think I can extrude you to like halfway or something and then mirror you. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this in half and mirror it to make the other half. Some of them just don't look good without. You need it? No, I don't believe there is. Unless you got some weird shaped head. I think every man can do without hair. It's fine. What I don't, what was it? So, do you know Evelyn's, really want to call it Evelyn Sims. It's just Evelyn, okay. Evelyn, aka my friend Rosa. So she is like a glamazon. She is Danish, and those old Danes, they love to be tall. Those old Scandi folks. Got a bit of the tall gene in them. And she is like 5... I feel like she might be either 5'10" or 5'11". And just imagine me, okay? So, the height difference. But she says that she has a sister that is the same height as me. Now, if I was that sister that was the same height as me, with her as my sister, I think I'd be pissed about the whole gene lottery thing. I'd be absolutely royally pissed off. Like, at least in my family, there's some people that are taller, but no one's like tall. If I had like a sister that was the height difference, I'd be inconsolable. Weird shape hair to expand. Thank God I'm black and black don't crack. Say it again, Perez, for the people at the back. Felix hates it when I say that. I'm like, so I say it more. Yeah, my parents are like 65 and they don't look 65 at all. Like, my granddad made it all the way to 98 and he didn't look 98. He looked like he was early 80s maybe. So we good family genes, you know? Is this the right height? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get this one going. (6'7"? Oh, Jesus Christ. 6'7". What happened, Carol? What happened? Hi, oh, you was 5'3", now you're 5'2". You shrink with age, don't you? So what? Basically, I'm gonna be 4 foot, like 11 by the time. My hair is pink. I will forever be pink, so I need my hair. You don't, Perez, okay? You would look good without the pink hair as well. You're 5'9"? Oh, you lucky cow. Hello, Steven. Yeah, we're going well, I think. We're just doing the low poly of this gate. And we're all talking about our heights, and I'm jealous of everyone being taller than me. Because there's me and my little short ass, okay? Let me just check something. Here it is. Okay. Then I do that. Yeah, we finished the short ones all finished. That was in game yesterday, and we did all the I did all the swatches this morning. Hold on, let's all those oh, why is this turned black? We must have saved over something. But yeah, all the bits, the railings worked out and everything. So got those in game. There's like 34 swatches. And then this gate. We've got like hinges on it and all this stuff, and that should look half decent. Well, we should be able to reflect this now. Sorry, so mirror it off. Merge border. Yeah. Stunning, doll, stunning. Blacks don't crack, but whites, we got the polite. We age like milk. Don't worry, I'll break my legs and have to say my... Like, it would be alright if, like, I liked wearing heels maybe, but I can't be bothered with that anymore. Going to school, I wore, like, 6-inch heels at school. Like, doosh. Like, I wore the biggest heels I could find to school. And then, like, you would have to do drama lessons, and in drama, it was in, like, a new, like, drama studio, and they had, like, these wooden glazed floors, and they were like, oh, you have to take your shoes off, you can't have outside shoes in here. So you either had to have like trainers or just basically just wear your socks. It was weird, who knows. And then I'd have to take off my shoes, and everyone would be like, oh my god, you really are short. And I was like, yes, I'm aware. All good things come in small packages. Do you know how many times I had that growing up? You're 6 foot, Stephen. Yep, never meeting you. Never meeting you. Sorry, cancelled. I should have asked this before. Can't meet you anymore. Also, Felix is like 5'6". He's also not meeting you. So, can't happen. I'm a short, dark, plump lady with a tall blonde bestie. We look like an old couple, but we can paint in our time. Look, I always seem to make friends with tall people. Like, say I have to go on a night out, the tallest person in the room is always the one that I speak to the most. I don't know why. It's like, went to EA Play, knew nobody. Who did I become besties with? I say besties because I hate that word. But Rosa, Evelyn. And she's a ginormous one. She's like 5'11". It's me and my little short ass next to her. Your sisters look longer than me and they're 41 and 42 around Sam's height, yeah. Probably why we get on. I mind you though, when you're shorter, people do always presume that you're younger. Like, I have an aunt who's shorter than me, and like, it's just, people think she must be way younger than she really is. It's a bit 6'8". Where are these jeans coming from? That's all I want to know. Sister got asked for ID at M&S for buying champagne. I don't get asked for ID anymore. They don't. Yeah, nap away, Christina. Have a nice nap. Have a nap for me. You're half Asian, so yeah. Also, Asians don't age. Also, there's no agement. So you are also blessed with such good genetics. Right, I just need to put these extra cuts in, and I should be good. I can't believe I actually did this. Oh, I should have done this on half. Oh well. There we go. I'm going to do those cuts as like all the way through. Oh, those will be all the way through. Where are we? Did you see the pie menu is going to be reorganized with the update? Where are you getting all this information from? Have you been scrolling on Twitter? I did not see, but you can have the pie menu in 2 different ways already, can't you? You could have a traditional pie menu, and then you can have what is the other arrangement? It's got like common things first, instead of having to go in the subcategories. Okay, let me do these cuts. Where is... Is it this way? Yeah. Like that. Didn't want you. This one. Like that. Voila. And this one. That'll do. Oh, do I have an extra one down there? No. Let's do here. Right, I think that's all done. That has to be the most beautiful in-game fence, Sam. I love that you made it modular. Oh, thank you. I'm happy that I got to do a fence without crying as much as like the in-game fences. You've got to do like all these different curves and blah blah blah. Also railings. I don't think I'm ever going to do a proper railing, just for the fact that it always applies to both sides. And also, if you don't use move objects, you probably... I'm going to say you probably don't use my CC, but no, you might do. Just that sometimes you got to, you know... I have move objects on by default, personally, and I think that all people should build with move objects on. And auto counters off, please. Auto counters off. I also don't know how people use my kitchens with auto counters on, because it means you can never get an end piece, right? And you know, I put a lot of detail into the end pieces. That means that all these people that use auto counters with my kitchens never see the end piece. You've got lemon muffins. Oh, God. Lemon. Oh, I could have a pancake. I've still got pancake mixture from Pancake Day. I had one pancake that day. I had pancake for breakfast yesterday. And then I could have a pancake for dinner today. Moo has never been off in like, yeah, I don't understand how people have... No. Always have Moo on, never use auto counters. Thank you, Carol. You are approved. Who doesn't use move objects? Cobbs Jelly. Does she not use move objects? I feel like some people... Okay, there's this weird thing where some people think that move objects is cheating. And they will almost say, like, I don't download builds if they have move objects on because I don't use cheats. And to them I say, you fools. But yeah, I move objects. What's wrong with move objects? Do you know you can't even get something close to a column in the game because a column footprint is so big versus the actual size of the column. So move objects for the win. You're making tomato soup with jacket potatoes. Did you take the fresh tomatoes from the greengrocers and then make a soup of them? Because I would like some tomatoes. I told you, it's a national UK shortage of tomatoes. I'm in desperate need. Yeah, I've got like clotted cream scones downstairs as well. They're from Morrison's. They make a very good clotted cream scone. I think that's the only thing I buy from their bakery. So if I ever go Morrison's, I always get the scones. Waitrose and M&S have heavenly lemon drizzle. I don't know where. I feel like. Have I ever had M&S lemon drizzle? I feel like I only have lemon drizzle like in Starbucks or something randomly like that. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've just done all these lines and I've just realised something. We don't need them because this is infield. What plonks. Yeah, actual plonker. And this. And this. I delete you. And I take you to you. Or maybe I do this one. No, either way I've got to put cuts in. I can't see it. You. Oh. I don't have those extra cuts up there. What plonks. Hold on. We'll put them in afterwards. Soup just Thank you. Can I have some soup, please? I have a cookbook on soups. I should start making them more often. Kind of went off soups though. Yeah, lemon drizzle cake I'm a fan of. I love anything with lemon. Every time I go somewhere, the number one dessert I have is a lemon tart. Yeah. Especially like if they've got meringue on top as well. So become rather partial babovka. Check bunk cake whilst I've been here. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Don't they have something like a cake that's like kind of on a stick and it's grilled and it has lots of layers to it? Because I was meant to go to Prague. Was it last year? Basically Germany wasn't letting anyone in from the UK, and so I was going to go a detour and go to Prague. But the last minute they let me in. They let the UK peeps through, so I cancelled. But Felix told me I needed to go and get this cake that was like grilled on a roll. Is there no... Oh god, let me delete you then, because apparently I didn't do any of these lines for anything. Link you. Oh, Arnie, hello. I've sung your praises so many times on stream. Thank you for stopping by. Make a very good vegan tuna salad with lots of lemon, and trust me, it's amazing. Lemon is the answer to everything. Okay? Lemon is the answer, everyone. Custard donuts. I'm going to say something. I really love custard, but I don't like custard in things. Apart from the Portuguese like custard tarts. Those, yes. But I don't normally like custard. Like, I wouldn't have a custard donut. Pasta del nada. Yeah. I think we accidentally stayed near a really famous shop for them because they were like queuing out of the door for them, and all they sold was those. That's all they sold in that shop. And so on the last day in Portugal last year, we went and had some, and they were divine. That's that, and then one up here, one here. Yeah, I think that's the one. I think they put lots of different stuff over it as well. I've definitely seen it, like I've seen them making it where it's like a stick and they're just rolling it on and then just grilling it. There's another one. I feel like it's a French cake. There's quite a few different cakes where like there's a cake where they like dip it and then it's almost like, you know, like the kebab grilling things where it turns around and it like the doner kebab cooks, but for cake. So it would turn around and spin around on a grill, and then once that's cooked they dip it in more batter, so there's like lots of layers and they can cut it off the stick, but I don't know what that's called. You had a maple bar and we still have 11 more donuts left to eat. Oh, 11 more and 6 eclairs. Now I could do an eclair. Do you know what's really nice? M&S profiterolls, but just the ones that are like filled and then they have a chocolate sauce and they have like chocolate mousse in them. They're just in a little tub. M&S profiterolls, 10 out of 10 would recommend. What we were working on? Okay, so Arnie, I shall give you a little tour as it's your first time here. So we're actually working on a fence with a gate. I'll put these together. Then you'll get what it looks like. So that's like a fence panel, and then we have a gate there. Not going to make them like in-game ones. We're going to have them so they're like they're individual items, and you can place them together. And if I do this, oh God, we've done a few other things this month. But then I also just finished another fence where this like goes together. Where's this? Sorry that it's like black. Don't know why. But so it places like that. There's like a decorative panel. I'm turning off all my lines. It's like a decorative panel in there, and then like regular fencing. So all you need is that and like a post. You could put the post anywhere. I love the way that this is a completely different colour. Random. And then we did railings as well. So you go like that. And you can place them all. So that's in game. And then earlier this month we also did a playhouse. Do I have the... So it looks like this. There's Annie. Annie's back. I'm literally just put wait on just talking about so yeah, then we did a playhouse also. God, the lighting is horrible. Hold on. that's more like it. And also did a sand pit. You just like put the terrain paint in there and it equals a sand pit. And bucket and spade with some sand in there. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and a trim, but the trim's not even in here. Well, it's here now. That's what we've done so far this month. We're at like, I think 13 package files. Let me duplicate these. These will work right in there. Yeah, we had fun with the playhouse. It was a bit of a labour of love, but we're happy with the way it turned out. Maya looks so technical compared to Blender. I feel like in Blender I have no idea what I'm doing. Literally no idea. I can just about port my mesh into the game using Blender. Can't beat a bacon sarnie, right? You can't beat a bacon sarnie. Mind you though, I put my little West Indian twist on it and I put plantain inside, or plantains. If you're from Jamaica, you say plantains. The rest of the world says plantains. So my mum's side of the family is from Jamaica, so I say it wrong. So I put plantains and bacon in a sarnie. Maybe also might put an egg in there as well, fried egg. Then that's just a whole breakfast in a sandwich. Did you fry them in bacon fat? No, we actually use olive oil. We actually use, mind you, we use olive oil for everything. You cry. Bacon is life. I'm sorry if you're vegan or vegetarian, but bacon is very tasty. Fly fried in bacon fat. Okay. Could be a thing. Yeah, we say plantain. Everywhere else it's like plantains. It sounds so posh to me. Talking about fantastic, I'm going on a tiny city trip later this year. Which rooms are a must and taste? I'm going to say Paris. I'm going to say we had good food in Lisbon, in Portugal. We actually had really good food there. There has been some good ones in Berlin as well. Felix found another place that we have to try next time I'm there, so I'm like, yay. Barcelona. Did I have good food in Rome? When I went to Rome, I didn't have good food, but I feel like I just didn't know where to go. Florence. Where else are we thinking? I think those are my recommendations. I've never been to Budapest. Avoid Milan. Went to the Milan. Went there last year for the design festival to try and get inspiration. By the way, we didn't get any inspiration for CC from the design festival because basically we'd already all seen it online. So it was fun, but yeah, not really. Mine is too modern. We stayed in a really, really nice old apartment. So we had some nice buildings. Oh, I know. Oh, Venice. Go to Venice. I really want to go to Antwerp. Antwerp is on, I feel like it's on the possibility list for this year. Paris, Antwerp, I think Barcelona. The thing is though, when I went to Venice, it was like COVID times, so it was actually way quieter than normal, which it was still busy, but it was a lot quieter, so I feel like maybe I saw Venice, let's call it at the prime time, rather than when tourism really picked up. You've already been to Antwerp, yeah. Yeah, we had a great time. We did the old gondola rides. I've never been to Greece. It's another one on the list. Right, what else have we got to do? We've got all this. That's projected. We just need the rounds. We just need these round bits. Let me get rid of these extra bits. Then we can smooth it. Edit mesh. Smooth. No, smooth. It's the one. Detach. I've only ever been to Manchester to the MEN, like for a concert. Never actually been into Manchester like properly. Edit mesh and detach. Right, let us extrude you. Oh, I left some things. I must have just pressed delete instead of control delete. Dublin, yeah, I visited Dublin and I only made it to a hotel. Need to go back and actually explore the place. Merge center. Need to do the Bhutan trips now. I rarely pick a favorite trip, but I think that has been my favorite so far. That's your favorite? I'm writing it down. I'm doing it. We're looking for somewhere to go in like... what was it? I'm looking for somewhere to go in December and July/August. My birthday's in July, the end of July, like 24th. And so I wanted to do something last year and we went to Thailand. But didn't really enjoy it as much as he thought we would. there was the whole Sims drama that dampened the end. But the place that we picked, where we went to in Koh Samui, because it's kind of like, it's still nice and sunny there. We kind of picked it because it was the place that had the best weather at that time of year. But the place we stayed in was bleh. Well, not bleh, but overpriced is what we would say. And there was no activities. We wanted to be lazy and just not leave the place. But then we had to leave the place to entertain ourselves. Off to Scotland. Scotland's cold. The Sims ruined your holiday. It kind of did at the end of it. We went into, what was it, Bangkok. We spent a few days there exploring. Then we went to Koh Samui, and then we were going back to Bangkok for like a couple of days. And I feel like it was like the last couple of days in Koh Samui, and then the last couple of days in Bangkok were kind of like Sims drama. The whole let's take down CC creators. Give me your CC. Because the Sims said early access isn't allowed anymore. Super annoying. No, this doesn't quite make sense. Okay, they are in the right place. I think I'll bake these separately and plop them in. Oh yeah, yeah, you remember that one? Yeah. That was a kind of that was like a holiday where we'd just been working so hard flat out to fit that holiday in, and then all the relaxation of the holiday kind of got wiped out in the last 4 days. It was like we hadn't been on holiday. Actually ended up taking the next month off of Patreon, which is the only month I've ever skipped. I've only been to Jamaica once. I went when I was like 7. I haven't been back since. My parents went last year. And yeah, they said it's kind of been decimated a lot by COVID. But mind you, my mum said the same about New York. My parents would always go to New York and then onto somewhere hot, and often that was like afterwards it's Jamaica or Mexico or some other Caribbean island. And they just said like all of the shops where we used to go shopping, like on Broadway and stuff, were just empty. I just don't think like the COVID support in New York was exactly the same as like, for example, in the UK there was a lot of support for businesses, but I don't think it was that high in America. So lots of empty places with no businesses anymore. Let me try and get these as short as possible. A lot of people left New York during COVID. It isn't the best place to be locked down, nowhere to escape to. Yeah. Sarah, I saw that. I thought it looked really funny. The art, wasn't it like on Face App? They used Face App, I think, on the kid, and it's got long flowing hair. They were just definitely having a laugh with that one. Right, I think we got all the bits. Oh no, we don't. I lie. We also need this handle again. Duplicate you. Oh, I think I need to bring all these forward. Yeah, let me do that properly on this one. Oh, have I left all these visible? I don't want you visible. Let's move you out the way a little bit. Are we seeing it in game tonight? As if. Now here's a quiz. We're going to do a quiz. See if you guys have been paying attention. After we've done the low poly, what is the next step? This does actually... Clay got it right. It's UV. It's UV. We haven't got to the baking bit yet. We've got to UV first. See? Everyone jumped to the baking bit like we're there. We're not there. I know, it's disappointing, right? You're like all excited. And then you realise, no, there's still another stage to go before. And then you cry. Cry, cry, cry. What's all this? Harrie, take all the notes. You're warming on the oven. I should be hungry too. It's 6:30. Yesterday, guess what I had for dinner? And it wasn't sea bass. You'll never guess, so I'm just going to say. I had steak. Yesterday, sirloin steak. Taste the difference. Taste the difference steak. That it's a good one. Let me tell you, it's a good one. The taste the difference steak is noticeably tastier than the regular Sainsbury's steak. It's the only steak I'll eat. I think we do that. I think that's all good. I think that's the low... Oh, this is kind of not low poly. This one we will smooth. Love a good steak. I try not to do it too often, but I love it. Yeah, I had steak. I haven't had steak in ages. It is a bougie steak. Medium or... I would say yesterday I did it medium. It could have been a bit pinker, actually. But it was still tasty. It was still like, you know... It's like cut well. It cut well. It glideth. Tonight I'm going to treat myself to a cider because I'm a classy bird. Old Moot cider. What was it? Kiwi and lime or something? I like those ones. They're kind of like just having a soft drink, to be quite honest. Just like the flavour. Barely any alcohol. I'm related, but when I tell people I've never had a relationship, they usually gasp. I'm going to hold on. Gasp. Only one on earth that has never had love. People are so dramatic. You're not. Trust me. Oh, have we finished our music? Start again. My mum and I went to Hawaii during COVID and shopped all the small businesses we could. We went to one shop every day and the lady that ran it was so happy for shopping. I know. Have you been Hawksmoor? I have not. I'm pescatarian, but I remember how delicious steak was. Yeah. My brother turned pescatarian after having to live with his in-laws. They had takeaway so often that he just got sick of it and decided he didn't want meat anymore. I don't mesh and detach. Steak in this financial climate. Yes, we can still enjoy steak. Love a good steak. Oh god, I can't get this. Is it this one? Yeah, edit mesh, detach. And then this one goes to like here, edit mesh, detach. Let's do that, and then we basically need to get half of this to half of that, because whenever I try and join it all, it doesn't work, and you still are being horrible. No, don't want to join? Oh, I selected the wrong bits. That's why it didn't. Boop. Are you going to select? Thank you. Edit mesh, merge to center. Delete you out. Steak but no eggs, yeah. Can't beat a classic steak with peppercorn sauce. Oh, that is a good one. I feel like if you go to a restaurant and they have steak, I feel like it's a good barometer of how good of a place they are, right? Like if they don't know how to handle steak, then no. Then they get banished. I don't need you. Right, we could put that one. Is this all the way to the... Oh yeah, it's not meant to be. Oh, Perez, are you vegan? I don't know if I could be vegan. I don't know if I have it in me. "10 years? You were vegan before it was even fashionable, huh?" You wish it was... What's your reason for being vegan? I just think it's late. I feel like meat has flavor easily, so it's kind of like the cheat way. Oh yeah, cheese. Vegan cheese is notoriously not the greatest. I was watching a TV program though the other day where they were doing like cheeses for Aldi, and like it was a competition of could you get your product into Aldi, and apparently they had very good vegan cheese. Mostly ethics, yeah. Some people do it for like health reasons. You're vegan to reduce inflammation. Yeah. What's her face? Jessie J, the singer Jessie J. She went vegan for health reasons as well. I must say, like, I feel like going vegan would be the I don't know if it's the surefire way to cut out a lot of extra shit that they add into our food. Let's put it that way. Because I think there's a lot of stuff put in dairy that is not very appetizing either. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to be a giant texture. Let's just go for it. Combine. Thanks. It's time to UV, but I think it's also time for me to have my dinner. So I think I'm going to UV by myself. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 10 now. If I start doing this UV, it's going to be like 2 hours, and we're all going to be losing the will to live. And I don't want to kill you all. I would like you to be fresh as a daisy for tomorrow. Tomorrow this will basically be in game, I think. Yeah, I think this will be in game by the time. You suddenly got good eyesight from being vegan. Whoa. I didn't go vegan, I just got my eyes lasered for that one. I was going when I said eating. Never UV alone. I UV alone all the time. All the time. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here. And tomorrow I will have this all UV'd. It probably will be baked. It will probably... This is a very simple thing to texture, so I'm pretty sure we might even be in game, I think, by the time we come back tomorrow. I hope so, because this is not meant to take me any longer than this. Yes, I think this fence doesn't look stunning. Anyway, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.